Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to another brainstorming session. You already know how it goes, man. We back again, another win day. It's super powerful. You already know how it go, man. It's another mastering our business brainstorming session where we designate and pretty much designed to pretty much bring together the top entrepreneurs, community leaders, and industry experts to exchange ideas, develop strategies, and create actionable plans for real world business strategy. So I want to make sure that we just provide a platform every single week to connect the top people in the industry. Today we got two special guests on, so I'm really excited. One, we actually had a special guest last year, and he totally knocked it out the park. We got a lot of requests to have him back on, so we had to get him back on. And we're gonna, he's gonna drop some jewels, when it comes to AI. Our other special guest, he's gonna drop some jewels when it comes to the fashion business industry. And I'm just too excited, man. You already know how I go every single week. We like to dive in and just keep it raw, relevant. We're not trying to be politically correct or anything like that. We just want to get down to business and make sure you guys have all the information that's out there, to really pretty much use. We want to make sure we put you guys in position. I want to make sure you guys are liking, subscribing to live, either share the live as well. Make sure you guys, sharing the live and sharing our page. We are live on Instagram, YouTube, and we're live on M.O.B TV, man. Shout out M.O.B TV. Speaking of M.O.B TV, make sure you guys check out M.O.B TV. Make sure you guys go subscribe and watch some of the content that we have on there. We got a bunch of exciting content, from educational interviews to event recaps to even our brainstormer recaps. You can kind of check those out as well. Whether you want to check out the exclusive interviews from our M.O.B brainstorming sessions, or if you want to check out the whole session, you do have those options. You can also check out the recaps from our Standing on Business webinars as well. Shout out to Mr. Fix It, man. He's always dropped some jewels. If you tapped in right now on the live, make sure you guys blow up that chat. Let me see them fire signs. Definitely make sure you guys introduce yourself. And post those websites as well, man. And follow somebody else. You just never know who you might be on, who you might be able to connect with. Again, make sure you guys head over to M.O.B TV, like and subscribe, watch some of our content, and if you guys need some of our resources, we do have an opportunity for you guys to join the community. We have different memberships, so make sure you guys check out our memberships at our website at www.masteringOurbusiness.com. We got a bunch of great resources on there. We got more info on how you can get involved, and and some of the key features as well. Whether you need video and audio production, whether you need social media management and marketing, whether you're trying to put your brand on some billboards or in some magazines, you need some custom merch, you need a place to host an event or activity, or you just want to get connected with some of the events and activities in your local area. Make sure you guys head over to our website and apply for that ASAP for sure. Speaking of custom merch as well, make sure you guys go check out our virtual marketplace. We got some great merchandise on there, from t-shirts, hoodies. We even got baby wear, as you can see. We got some new customized shoes, joggings, you name it. If you don't see anything on there, make sure you guys send some requests. Not sure about 10, we can get it made for you guys. Also, if you guys want to sell your own products, definitely hit us up. We definitely looking for more brands to showcase on our marketplace. Especially if you don't have a website or have a digital home. Hey, come on over to the M.O.B, man. We can definitely work something out where we can showcase some of your products and your services on our virtual marketplace. Again, we also have a virtual resource center. So if you definitely want to check out our ebook, Entrepreneurship Unleashed, man, we've been getting so many great responses when it comes to everybody that's been, checking out our ebook. We also got some grants on there, man. Shout out to Hello Skip, man. They've been doing some great things every single week. giving out some grants. They probably the easiest platform to actually apply for grants as well. So make sure you guys head on over to our resource center on our homepage at masteringOurBusiness.com. And yeah, man, we can all use some extra money. Matter of fact, throw some fire signs in the chat if you could use some extra income or some extra capital for your business. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, I see y'all. I see y'all. What's going on? What's going on in Natural Way 365? What's going on, Adam? Who else we got on here? Let's get it. Let's get it. What's going on, AO? Okay, let's get it. Drop them fire signs, you guys. Let's get it. Let's blow up that chat. And if you over at YouTube, man, make sure you guys blow up that YouTube chat as well. What else we got for you? What else we got for you? Oh, definitely can't forget tomorrow. We actually have another Standing on Business webinar hosted by Mr. Fix It. So make sure you guys go over to that landing page right on our website, masteringOurBusiness.com/SOB to reserve the spot. Shout out to Mr. Fix It, man. He always dropping some jewels. I actually heard he's gonna be, giving out some prizes tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that for sure. He's definitely going to be dropping some jewels, especially if you need some funding or you're just trying to get your personal credit right as well. What else we got? What else we got coming up for you guys? Oh yeah, we definitely have. Right now, we're working on getting our STEM workshops off the ground. So if you know anybody that who would like to become a sponsor, an investor, or just want to participate, make sure you guys send them our direct link, and that's www.masteringOurBusiness.com/STEM. It's super important, man. We definitely need more STEM initiatives in our communities because we don't really have a lot. So we're gonna change that up, especially this year. We're gonna change that up with the mob. So we're working on. I'm really excited about that because it's like I said, it's really not. We got a lot of networking events and we got a lot of parties and a lot of brunches and different things like that, but we don't have a lot. When it comes to STEM. So we definitely want to really change that stigma up and get more people involved. It will be for all ages. So we definitely looking forward to having the young people involved. And if you got kids, this is definitely something that you want to get them involved in. So make sure you guys head over to our landing page and check out some more information about that. Also, we do have our affiliate partnership program. Shout out to our sponsored affiliates that's on our homepage. Definitely go check them out. Check out some of their websites. Check out some of the great things that they're doing. And if you want to become a sponsored affiliate, make sure you guys go to our affiliate landing page that's on our website as well at www.masteringOurBusiness.com/affiliate. And we got some great kickbacks. And it's all about, connecting more people in your community, with our community. It's a lot of people. I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot of people that have businesses, or you might know somebody that want to start a business and may need those resources and need the information that we have and may need a mentor or advisor. So definitely make sure you connect them with the mob, man, for sure. And hey, why not? You also get a kickback as well. So you're not only helping somebody in your community, you also get a chance to earn some revenue as well through that program. So definitely make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. And make sure you guys take advantage of our raffle as well. Actually, we're going to be announcing the next winner, the last Wednesday of this month. So make sure you guys take advantage of our raffle for a chance to win a free membership and some free resources, especially if you have a business. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. We got a lot of great things coming up for sure for the community. And I'm excited, man. It's 2025, man. We came a long way. And we're still growing, we're still expanding, we're still building. I definitely want to shout out all of our members and affiliates that's been rocking with us on this whole time, all over the world. We steady expanding, man, for sure. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes. If you just tapping into the live, man, make sure you guys spam that comment section. Let me see them fire signs. Let me see them fire emojis, man. We're about to heat this thing up. Actually, we're about to bring up our first special guest of the evening. Hey, I call him Trap Cessful, man. I don't, this is my guy. He definitely been doing some great things in the community, especially when it comes to fashion. And he got some great things coming up and not just for the people in fashion, but especially for our business owners as well. And I'm gonna let him get a little bit more into that um, as I bring him up real quick. What's going on? What's going on, D? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate the platform. Definitely appreciate the platform. I know y'all helping elevate a lot of creatives, a lot of businesses, and just by the knowledge and just giving people different um aspects to learn and monetize their business. So definitely appreciate the platform.
That's what it's all about. I appreciate you for joining us, man. I appreciate everything you've been doing in the community as well. For those who under a rock, man, give us a quick intro of what you do and who you are.
Um yeah, my name DC Rock. Um I'm heavy in the urban fashion world, urban fashion, streetwear, event curating, and also like marketing and consulting with creatives. Um, any type of creatives, photographers, models, designers, just giving them knowledge and different aspects to monetize what they're trying to do. Um, I throw a big event every year called Streetwear Fashion Week, and it's basically have fashion shows, networking events, content days throughout that whole weekend. I usually do it during Labor Day weekend, which is late August or early September. And throughout that, I also throw networking events, content days, and also consulting and marketing with models and designers. And on the side, I also do like stylist work and also help other clothing brands design they fashion too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, give me some little background about how you actually got into this industry and what made you really get into the world of entrepreneurship.
Um, at first I was, at first I was really into. So I really got in the creative world probably around 2011. Me and my uncle started our online radio station called Highly Unique Radio, and so I really was into radio personality back then, and also that brought me into like managing artists and marketing artists. So I was really behind the scenes in the music industry world for upcoming artists. But that also taught me how to throw events such as artist showcases, open mics, networking events. I really didn't hop into fashion probably, I would say 2016, 2017. I hopped in that world and really threw my just put myself out there, threw my own fashion show for my brand. I threw my own fashion show for my brand. And then I just had to research and learn and say, if I'm really going to do this, what's going to make me different than others? So I had to research and learn about manufacturing, learn about designing and the quality of the actual clothing and things like that. So um, it worked out for me in 2020. I got invited to New York Fashion Week for my brand. 2022, that's when I started Streetwear Fashion Week, doing it every year consistently with me and my team. Um, so so this year will be our fourth one, and that week is huge because different designers come from out of town and people come from out of town just to come to the show. So um, that really brought me in. That really brought me into the fashion world and to help other creatives.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, what would you say is the most critical element of your business plan that really set you apart from the competitors?
Um, I think what sets me apart, I don't really look at like my peers and such as competitors. I I don't really look at them as competitors, even though they might look at me as competition or whatever. But to me, we all can eat, so I don't necessarily say competitors. Um, and I like to collaborate to make things bigger, to make events bigger, to make um, people creative work bigger. But if I say anything separate for me is um, I'm willing to I'm willing to set my ego aside to learn and get knowledge from other people on how to monetize and do things the right way um, and just make things better. You know, you have people that don't want to collaborate, that think they know it all, that think you can't you can't learn nothing from the next person and stuff like that. And me, I'm more so different. If we can help each other, I'm willing to collaborate. I'm willing to help the next person. I'm willing to um, whatever can make both of us better. Because I think that's the only way we're gonna grow as people.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I agree. This is something that I'm preaching all the time. You know,
Yeah,
need all hands on deck, and I think
yeah,
something where we really need to really zone in. I think I touched on this either last week or the week before that. Especially in Atlanta, it's a lot. It's so many different events going on every single day. And I think if we can get to that spot, to where we can truly, collaborate, bring all the top promoters in, and not even just the top promoters, anybody that,
yeah,
aspire to, be a promoter as well, bring those minds in, because I think we all students to the game at the end of the day. I think the biggest thing, and this is something I always talk about, behind the scenes, is really, pinpointing exactly how we can collaborate, because
yeah, yeah. That's
it gets tricky. It gets tricky.
yeah. It does get tricky, and that's the thing too. You really just got to sit down and pinpoint how we gonna collaborate,
Yeah,
how we gonna help each other. Our, we can't be greedy when we collaborate. We are. What's the goal for you and what's the goal for me? We got to make sure we on the same page. If you in it to, if you're doing this event trying to make money and I'm doing this event trying to something else, then we got to figure out either how we gonna help each other or what's the best way to do it. But I think it's about communication. It's just about communication and seeing if y'all willing to work with each other.
yes,
Because it
sir.
is true, everybody can't work with everybody,
Yeah,
but that don't mean we have to be enemies.
exactly. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
No, I agree. I agree. So I know you was talking about how, when you first got into the industry, you was really focusing on the marketing and the branding side, especially when working with these different artists. What unconventional marketing strategy um, that have you used that worked the best for your brand or a brand that you represented, and how did you come up with it?
um, um, unconventional. I think that I was willing to, because I took the route of giving out shirts to um local celebrities, influencers and such like that. I took that route, but also I think what helped me more too is taking the route of, all right, I got a clothing brand and this person is an upcoming model or trying to get in the model game. I was willing to not necessarily go after the best model, but build with that model with my brand. And I did that with a lot of models. And then what happened, they're happy, they're building with me, and they're spreading the word about my clothing brand or my event or such. I did the same thing with models, photographers, to the point other designers wanted me to help them build and get models and photographers for them and So I was building with models, photographers. That became a thing. Then studios wanted me to help build their studio and makeup artists, and it just became a thing. Like, yo, I want to work with you. I want you to help me build. I want to. What event you're doing? What's your clothing brand? Like, I just want to work with you because I see what you did with that model that was first not taking professional pictures to the point where she working with 3 or 4 different models and her page is nothing but professional pictures now. So I think I took the route of letting these upcoming creatives spread the word about what's going on with what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's genius. I mean, I think that's super great. I think that was something that we actually that's something I can really relate to.
Yeah,
I think that was one of our main strategies when we was really building Exclusive Models magazine. I didn't really want to go towards really. I didn't really want to do what everybody else was doing, as far as just going straight to celebrities and
yeah,
cross promoting with celebrities. Even though we had our collaborations with a few celebrities that really came organically, but I think
yeah,
especially in the beginning, one of our strategies was, hey, if we can work with these upcoming models, these upcoming photographers, these upcoming promoters, and help them, build their brand, they'll organically, refer people and bring people in within the community. And
right,
you know,
right.
it definitely was something that really put us in a whole another light, and we built some great relationships, throughout the years for sure. Just by helping people, I think that's really what it boils back down to. Not
Yeah,
I
cause
think
that's what I mainly phrase for my consulting company and for Streetwear Fashion Week. For me, it's about culture and community. I don't too much, the saying say of everybody in Atlanta think they're a celebrity anyway.
yeah,
So I don't go too much of trying to get at the local celebrity or try to reach out to the whoever the TIs and the not saying I don't love them. I do love them, but I just I'm about culture and community. I'm about doing it right for the culture and bringing the community together.
I love that.
So I just think that helps. I just think that helps.
I
Yeah.
think it definitely does. It definitely does for sure. So I know you got your own clothing brand as well. What's the most memorable customer interaction you've had, and how did it impact your approach on sales and service when it comes to your brand?
Um, I was at a I was at behind the scenes um for a it was a movie or it was a show. I was just behind the scenes helping one of my friend photographers because he was shooting for the movie or whatever. So it was a couple celebrities there, but um one person he saw the jacket I was wearing. There's a yellow jacket. David Banner. David Banner saw a yellow jacket I was wearing, and and he was like, "I need it. I want it." Luckily, I drove to the place and I had stuff in my car, so I had the right size for him. So I went and got it, and I was just gonna give it to him. He was like, "No, I'm here to really support. I wanna spend money with you, and I'm gonna make a video about it like right now." So that was huge. That was huge. You know how big David Benner is, not only in the music game, but he speak out um, politically and just a person that you look up to. So that was huge for me. David Benner. David Benner was huge for me. Yeah,
Shout out to my dude Devin Better, man. We actually got a chance to work on a project.
yeah,
We ended up working on Greenleaf together. That's one of Oprah's TV shows. Man, shout out to David Banner. He's definitely a down to earth brother. He definitely is one of those people that's really about community, our community, for the inner city. So shout out to him for sure, man. And I think
Yeah.
that's what I mean by organic
Yeah,
relationship.
it's just organic. It ain't. It wasn't even. I mean, we was doing business, but it's not like I DM'd him or I hit his manager up or something like, "How can I get David Banner?" or "How can I get such and such?" And it was just organic. I was just there, and he just was like, "Trap successful." Like, what do that mean? And all that. He organically wanted to know about the business and support the business. So that was huge. That was a big thing. Couple other people, um, Diamond from Crime Mob, that was huge for me because we all grew up on Crime Mob and her verse from the Nuck If You Buck. We all know Diamond, and um, Diamond was huge for me. Then couple celebs from like TV shows, Sky from Scott from the tattoos show that Caesar and them used to
Oh,
the Black Ink crew. Yeah, Scott from Black Ink crew. He showed love early, like when I almost first started the brand. Um, yeah.
I love
So
that. I love that. I love that. So, real quick, I always talk about, and I think this is one of our hottest topics. When it comes to our modules, funding
mhm.
and investment. What advice would you give to entrepreneurs seeking funding for the first time, based on your own experience?
That was such a hard thing for me when I tapped into creative business. That was, and I'm still learning now, but that was such a hard thing for me because like I hopped into creative business, especially fashion, organically. Just I loved fashion and I wanted to design and I wanted people to just know what I'm doing and the name and the meaning. So my first mindset wasn't business or make money or profit or things like that. But after a while, eventually you like, all right, I gotta figure out, am I spending more money than I'm making, or how can I profit, or how can I balance it out? Um, for me, I would say you have to know how to you have to know how to save. You have to figure out how you're gonna save and how. So for designing, you have to buy stuff like you have to get stuff printed and designed on shirts and such. So you gotta figure out the best resources to do that money wise and definitely if you care about your brand and want people to talk about it quality wise. So once I did my research and learned that manufacturers was from I could get manufacturers from out of country and it's cheaper and it's in its quality, then that helped me out a lot. Um, but business wise, financial wise, I would say you got to figure out your own and best way to know how to save and figure out your personal budget versus your business budget. Um, how much you gonna spend for your business, and you got to have the discipline to try not to go into your business money and spend it on personal stuff. Um, so I really think it just takes discipline and saving. Um, yeah, I just think it takes discipline and saving,
For sure.
and yeah,
Discipline is a big one for sure, man.
yeah,
It's something it's a struggle. It's a journey. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
we get better at it. I think we all, especially coming from, certain areas, it's something that, like I said, we always are students of the game. I think it's something that you gradually get better at the more you do it. And just the more your passion grows. I think, figuring out how bad you want it, you get what I'm saying, and being
yeah.
creative, I think that was something that we did, especially with the magazine, and even now, expanding the mod, really doing a great job, being strategic and getting creative on different ways and utilizing different programs, like Skip, shout out to Hello Skip again. That's one of the things I know a few of our members have gotten grants through them. But utilizing these programs out here, and applying yourself, it's
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that too. You gotta watch out. You just gotta. It's a lot going on, especially in the financial world,
hmm
and creative world. Because for creatives, you always trying to figure out how can I advance my finances? How can I, especially when you're trying to be a full entrepreneur,
definitely.
how can I advance my finances? How can I get my credit right? How can I get my business credit right? And people all over the internet and stuff, and and saying that they could teach you finances, they could teach you credit repair,
Yeah,
and to be honest, if you see 10 of those people, 7 out of 8 out of 10 of those people is not genuine. They basically trying to scam the creative because they know the creative is so hungry to want to get their money up or to get their credit right. They know they so hungry for it, and they'll spend that whatever fee three. The person make it sound good. They'll spend that $300 fee to get taught.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's
you got to find a way to weave. You got to find a way to weave those things out, and to be honest, to do the most of the go back to reading, man. Do most of the research yourself. Try to
definitely,
do most of the research yourself. Go on Google and read.
yeah.
Buy some books and read. Um, and just try to do as much as you can yourself in research.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I think it boils back to building a community around what you're doing as well. I think that's
Yeah,
so important. Even with what we're doing, building a community of different people from different areas, because I think that'll really help bring that trust factor back in to where we can really get to really get some stuff done because it is a lot of scams out here, a lot of
yeah,
schools selling courses,
yeah.
like that. So I think really building a community that's built on love and trust. We talked about this a couple weeks back, as far as choosing love. But as long as you have that love and respect, and build that trust through that, I think we can get a lot of stuff done. And getting reliable mentors and advisors that you can trust. But it still boils back to, and I'm glad you brought it up. Doing your own research, man. Stop looking.
Yeah, you gotta do research. 'Cause I'm not saying that you're not gonna need no help from financial advisors and such like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying do your research so when you do talk to a financial advisor, you know what you're trying to do. You know your next step. You could read out if financial advisor trying to play you or not.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, same thing what we had to do. When I
yeah,
got into media
me too.
production, I had to bump my head, but I also had to take a step back and go back to school, get my education, in that field and in that industry. So when I do have these conversations, the lingo, what to look
Yeah,
for, you know,
yeah.
you know, you know what to research as well. I think that's super important for sure. So real quick, I want to talk about scaling and growth.
hmm
What's a key factor that contributed most to your business growth, and how did you identify that and capitalize on that opportunity?
Um, I think I became a person more of um, cause right, I was in the radio industry at first, in the music managing industry, and with that, it's building connects, it's connecting people together, it's connecting artists with producers, connecting um meeting upcoming artists and bringing them on a radio show and just building those connections. And with fashion, it became the same thing for me. So for me, I just became a person of connecting creatives together and bringing them together and um, just building relationships all the way around, helping people build relationships with other people, with other creatives. Um, I know a lot of models and photographers that I've connected with. They they went off and worked with each other for however many years, and so I became that person. That's why I'm building this business and development of consulting and marketing for creatives. So that helped me scale and that helped me grow and and learn about that. Learn that I'm not, because at first I used to feel, I ain't gonna say I used to feel bad, but I do it out of genuine love, connecting people together, relationships, connecting models with photographers and such like that. But I had to grow and learn, like, all right, this is a business too. Like, there's consulting businesses, there's marketing businesses. Like the game you're giving out, you can make it a business. So um I always say he's offline. You can make it a business. I want to continue. Hold on, people. I'm trying to see if he's coming back online. Hello. Well, to continue, um, but yeah, I learned that marketing and consulting is a real business. So now there's consulting fees that I do. There's certain stuff that I do to help um, other creatives create with the next creatives, and based on based on the creative need, whether it's a marketing, whether it's a photo shoot, whether it's curating events, whether it's just anything that you need. So I learned that organizing and consulting can really take your business a decent long way. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much. But as a creative, you just no matter what, continue to grow and scale and learn as much as you can, especially with full entrepreneurship. You learn as much as you can. You continue to grow. You continue to scale your business. Um, and you continue to do other things. I'm not sure. Let me see.
All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, so
Oh, all right.
there we go. I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. I know we had some technical difficulties. You know how this live stream go. You already know it's gonna always be something. But real quick, man, I know you're a leader in the community. Everything that you've been doing, as far as playing a leadership role, has been, really detrimental and beneficial when it comes to all of the different brands that that you helped build over the years. How has your mindset evolved as a leader, and what practices do you incorporate to maintain a positive entrepreneur spirit?
Um, I think it's just, I think it's just keeping, definitely keeping your real loved ones around in a good place and in a way you could meet. Sometimes as a business leader, you just need somebody you want to talk to, or you want to just um, want them to show love, because this could be stressful. Business as a leader, especially, is it could be stressful. So I just think keeping your loved ones around, keeping um, a circle around of people that genuinely want what's best for you. And also, I think just coming up with a daily routine, Not saying every day have to be exactly the same, but daily routine far as um sometimes most days I just go on walks. Most days I might watch um a podcast that's helping my that I could learn from, or or even an entertainment podcast like Joe Budden podcast I watch just for laughs and stuff. Um and just keeping a routine that can keep you in a great headspace, keep your mental right. Um so I would just say routine and being around loved ones and definitely definitely just making sure you're in the right headspace. I think that's what's most important. Making sure you're in the right headspace and just learning about your mental,
Definitely, man.
learning about your mental, learning about your own mental, and making sure your mental is right. Because if your mental not right as a leader, then the next person mental not going to be right that's looking up to you. Because as a leader, everybody asking you what's next, what we doing, what's next, what you need me to do. And if my mental not right, I can't even, I might tell you the wrong thing. So, and sometimes just taking that time, your mental not always going to be right. Take that time off. Tell the person, tell your right hand person or your best friend, like, listen, I need to, I need to just cut off for people for about 2 weeks or a week or however long. I need that for my mental. I'm going through something happened in my family, or just something happened in the relationship, something happened, and I'm mentally just not there. And sometimes you just got to take that space, and your loved ones and your circle that I'm speaking about, your genuine circle, should understand and give you that space.
Hey,
So
mindset is everything. Mindset is
yeah.
everything. It's super important. One thing I know I've really been practicing a lot lately is meditation, and mixing that with my prayers. I think I was actually the type that really didn't believe in meditation, but because I just didn't really understand like how you can shut your brain off. But me practicing it, I definitely see the difference, and it's definitely been helping me manifest a lot of different things as well. And hey, we staying in there, man. Us as leaders, we got to keep that mental right for sure. But I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate you, King, for sure. Real quick, let them know where they can find you at, real quick.
You can follow me on Instagram, DCROCK style. Um, in that bio, have all my business pages, the Streetwear Fashion Week, the consulting business, and just have all my pages on there. Um, I'm on YouTube, same name, DC Rock Style. Um, just everywhere, really, pretty much DC Rock Style. Or if you're interested as a model or designer or makeup artist, creative, you could type in Streetwear Fashion Week. Be a part of the event, be a part of what we doing. Um, but yeah, yeah, that. Oh, most definitely. Like I said, I definitely appreciate the platform, and I appreciate what y'all doing, mastering our business. Y'all changed the narrative of what mob means. So definitely definitely appreciate the platform. Yeah, I want to work with y'all. I want to see how I could bring y'all on to the networking events, and I want to also help y'all grow and things like that. So definitely appreciate the mob mastering our business, and hopefully we do this again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate you, King. Man, stick around if you can. We're gonna get right into this next segment, man. But I appreciate you for just everything that you've been doing in the community, and everything that you've been doing for these different brands, these different influencers out here, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And, keep rising to the occasion. For the most part, I appreciate you for sure. If you guys still tapped into the live, man, make sure you guys show my guy some love. Make sure you guys follow his page. And definitely, man, stay tuned to his upcoming networking events. Stay tuned to his upcoming fashion show. It's always great to connect with like-minded individuals and just see, people with positive energy in this community, man. We need more of it. And that's what we're doing. We're pushing it to the forefront. We're changing the stigma. And we're changing the whole way people think of creators and entrepreneurs. I appreciate everybody that's always been rocking with us, and I'm gonna bring up our next special guest. This guest is super special for me because we've really been doing our best on pushing our leaders and pushing different brands that we've been working with, pushing our members to incorporate AI into their daily, for the most part. And this is something that we've been doing as well, especially for maybe for the last year and a half. But this is somebody that's been doing it for years, man. So I want to bring up our next special guest, my boy D Hudson. Um, Real quick, man, I wanna give you guys an opportunity, man, to definitely throw some comments in that chat, man. Blow up the chat real quick, blow up them fire signs. And really real quick, man, I want to see some ones in the chat if you already using AI, whether it's if you're using it in your personal life or if you're using it with your business. And I want to see some ones in the chat who are already using AI, man. We gotta be ahead of the game, man. Blow up that chat, real quick. D Hudson, man, give them a quick for those people. Yes, sir. Give them a quick intro, man, for the ones that's under a rock that don't know, man.
Definitely, definitely. Welcome, Dia, the entree motivator. Glad to be back. Glad to be on the mob, man. But glad to be alive, right? Dia, the entree motivator, as a speaker, as a full stack web developer, full stack AI developer. I speak over 12 languages in the coding world, right? I only speak English, when it comes to real languages, right? But helping companies evolve their systems, build AI apps, build tools, build resources, and teach people how to own their systems, their AI, their software, and be able to help them take their automations and their AI game, their business to another level. And I do AI um, consultancy to be able to help agencies learn more technology. Also play fractional CTO for people that need technology in their company to be able to have me come in and then make everything faster. And if I gotta leave, job done. So that's just a little bit about me in a box. But I've also have many partners and multiple businesses. So also serial entrepreneur. So but I'm here to drop the sauce though. I'm not just talk about the sauce.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about showing the sauce.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You definitely got that sauce, man. A lot of people, we got some great feedback from the last time that you was on with us, and it was just so wonderful to see, more people, interested in the world of AI. But real quick, man, give us some background. How did you actually get into this? How did you get into, just being a stack developer and getting into, and using AI?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would consider a lot of things AI, um, but a lot of things are automation. And there's a thin line between AI and automation, and using AI to enhance the automation, right? Um, actually, just my book is about to be released, tomorrow. But as far as so to actually teach a little bit more about that backstory. But I remember being I remember being 15, right? I'm about to turn 35 tomorrow, right? But I remember being 15, and I used to get in trouble a lot, right? I used to be fighting. I used to do all these things that right? I shouldn't have been doing, right? So my mom would, make me not use the phone, not use the computer, right? I was born in 1990. We had beepers when I was born, right? But that's what I'm saying. But as far as being able to, I just remember being 15 and, games and shoes would actually come out. When you think about they would release games and shoes. And then it was one day where I seen, they released a game and the game was sold out in like 3 minutes or something related to that. And I told myself, like, how in the hell did they sell out 3 minutes? That's not even time to walk into the store and check it out. All of them, but so doing my research, by 16, I actually did it for the first time. But it was actually creating a buying bot,
Mm.
you know. So it was literally, you know, uh, having the code of the website, to actually understand every website you can actually click right and click inspect, right? And if you go all the way down, that form has the code and that submit button has a specific link to it. So the skill is being able to create a Python code, which is what I was experimenting with, to be able to create a buying bot instantly. That was my first experience in coding Python using an automation to be able to buy stuff. Right now, when people think about AI, though, and LLMs, AI is spell check.
Mm.
Where's the first time you use spell check?
Man.
Right? But just think about when Chat GPT first came out, though, and you asked it a question and it said we wasn't trained up until this date, so we don't have that information, right?
Yeah.
So just imagine when spell check first came out, and my name is spelled entree motivator. Matter of fact, it's not even a real word, right? But my name is spelled out DONMENICO. If I would have put that in a spell check system, then it would say I'm incorrect. How you gonna tell me my name incorrect, right? But the thing is, what you had to do was you had to go inside the settings and you had to say this is a real word, right?
Mm.
Especially if I'm writing something long and it's underlining my name 39 times. You have to make it so it understands that word. But if even if I did it on my computer, let's just say I gave you that file and you upload it on your computer at the time, your computer is going to say all these words are wrong. Why? Because my machine learned because I taught it. Machine learning. Your machine didn't learn because you didn't teach it. That's why spell check is the first AI. Now, when you put it in a cloud environment, and you say when we add a new word to this dictionary, let's send it to everybody that has this software, so we don't have to run into everybody updating individually, right? So
Right.
so so being able to use machine learning and algorithms and things like that, that has been out for forever. But getting into coding, that just stemmed to, the life of. Then the next one was an aimbot. An aimbot when you're on Call of Duty and it aims is actually cheating in tournaments, right?
Right.
But when you think about a aimbot, that's like facial recognition. Matter of fact, that is the future of weapons right now. But because now it's not digitally, it's
That's scary.
externally. You
That's
see, you see
scary.
what I'm saying? And buying bots, ChatGPT won't write the code because it deems that illegal. But companies like Perplexity partner with Stripe to be able to create buying bots of the future.
So
So
real quick, how do you think that will? Well, one, I wanna ask, how do you think that would help us? Especially in the business, in the entrepreneurial climate. How do you think that would help us? But also, how do you think that's gonna hurt us in the future?
what?
Just AI.
Mm. I can show you some techniques to help out in a second. I'm gonna show a quick prompting technique to do even chat GPT 100 times faster without using chat GPT. But but as far as how is it gonna hurt us, you know, I just mentioned it.
Right. They're using that technology with weapons.
Everything can be used for good. Everything can be used for bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you think about AI agents of the future being able to do stuff. A buying bot could be scamming people and using people's scam stuff. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Versus auto shopping your groceries. You know, but we utilize these things to in the wrong hands of having the wrong and the right computational power in the wrong hands with the right AIs, right? So, and it's actually people still hurting other people when you think about the gun don't just jump up by itself. You
Definitely.
see, somebody had to point it, somebody had to plan it, somebody had to engineer. That's the real word, because prompting a 3D object from a language model that can spit out a 3D object is different from having metal melting, going to get aluminum, and actually casting a spoon to eat with. I,
Mm.
I prompted it, then I engineered it.
Mm.
Right? So when God said, "Let there be light," He prompted and engineered at the same time.
Mm.
We we ain't never getting that good, but I can show you some advanced AIs
Yeah,
to
let's
be
get
able.
into that. Let's get into that. I definitely wanna get that information, especially for myself, especially for somebody that use ChatGPT almost every day for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. So matter of fact, I'm just gonna actually share right from my window. Boom. See my screen background on the background of my screen. All right, let's go right into just a little maybe a diagram to kind of understand. Um, Confirm. Can you see my screen? All right, gotcha. All right, so this is what I call my AI VA CEO method. But the biggest thing is what we're looking at here are all AIs, right? This is the future of running somebody's business. This is the future. This is the future of AI organizations. Matter of fact, let me move my OBS.
So is this something like Zapier or Barty?
This is better. It's better than Zapier or whoever when I get into what I'm actually using and stuff.
Love it.
And then it's still a mixture between something better than Zapier and many other things. The last time I was on the mob. I was actually showing AI avatars. But the real question is what can these avatars actually do? Um, Let me make sure I'm showing my screen. It's kind of delayed up here. All right, so the biggest thing is this is like the team. As we kind of zoom in, this is like the communications agent manager that's managing these AIs. Calendar agent. You see this? We got a calendar agent that one agent is talking to the other agents. Right? We got email agents. So can you tell your AI, hey, get all the emails I got today? You see this kind of prompt. Your calendar agent, can you say, hey, add an event, update a calendar event or create calendar event, with just a text or just a voice vocal prompt, right? And when you get to agents this is just the communications agent that's controlling maybe your email, your LinkedIn, your WhatsApp, your different voice agents. Then we have more like project management agents from Notion or Google Drive, Google Docs. Instead of you having to log into your Google Docs, say chat with your AI to ask them about your docs that you have in Google. Right? It's just pretty much that simple, right? When we think about this organizational structure, it looks complicated, right? Let's try to make it more simpler. So these are the main type of agents we have here. You have a trigger agent. So a trigger agent basically is triggered to do something when something happens, right? I have a telegram. I have things that's like Jarvis's in a box, which we can get into in a real second, real example. Um, but when I trigger an agent, if I'm chatting with Telegram, I triggered it. If it was a human and I said something, I triggered it. So in the same instance, I have AIs that's watching my Dropbox to receive content, and it's going to turn it into more content, right? So it's triggered by the action, right? Um, timed agent. This agent is triggered by time. So for example, I can manually wake up every day at 8 o'clock and look for grants and contracts. But if I'm doing it at 7 o'clock, why not have my AI wake up at 7 o'clock every day and give it to me at 8 o'clock, right? So having things that happen on time, like for example, trigger agents, even in the email scenario. If I say, "Hey, respond to this email that I just got," right? That's a trigger. Time just saying, uh, check my email every morning, give me a summary at 7 a.m. on, all the things that you think is important in my email, and segment those things. For example, agent to agent is one agent communicating with another agent, as we kind of saw in the framework, as we kind of saw in this framework here. So if this was the communication, if I talk to this agent, it talks to the email agent, and the email agent can only do email related tasks. So it makes the efficiency of the AI a lot more permanent, specific, right? So we have trigger agents, time agents, and agents to agents. It's going to make sense in a second when I show some real examples, right? Um, Tools to access Telegram, WhatsApp, Siri, Discord, website. You can access many ways, but let's get right into a real example. So this is what an AI um, assistant looks like. One of those agents. So for example, as we see here, this looks like this is like a chat, and we chat with it. And then as we see here, this has access to our email, this has access to our calendar, this has access to our research agents. Um, so instead of going through it, let's just get our chat on and show you what an agent looks like in real life, in real action. Because what actually happens when you actually deal with these things will turn green when they're actually used. Right? So, all right. So I'm gonna chat with this agent, and since I know it has prompts to my email, one of the techniques is actually go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I have a better AI that has prompts, that has access to my emails. Give me emails to automate my email every day, or prompts I can send straight to my email." Um, oh yeah, I think it's delayed on Instagram. I was looking at the phone, but so I'm gonna chat about um, calendar. Make a calendar event. I'm just gonna say we can actually I could deal with this through Telegram and all these other things, but since we're on the screen, I'm gonna show you how it actually moves these things and what actually happens when I click enter. What happens is going to turn green, right? So create a meeting for tomorrow, all right, at 8 for 8 p.m. for AI class on Chatter, which is a social media platform, right? So when I press enter, boom, it went to the chat. It went here. Boom, it's going to the GPT. Boom, it's going to calendar. Boom, it's going back to GPT. Boom. What? Could you please provide me the email address for the attendees? So I don't even know if it booked, but I could have had an attendee, right? I'm gonna just say no. Boom, it's going back to the email calendar agent directly. Boom, boom, boom. The meeting titled AI class on Chatter has been successfully scheduled for tomorrow at 8 p.m. So if I go back and actually go find my calendar tomorrow, boom, AI class on Chatter, 8 p.m. Right? So through real time, it just booked the calendar meeting. And as we can see what just turned green, it went from chat trigger to personal assistant to partial memory, which is this window buffer here. Went back to the GPT model, right? And then it asks for, if I would have said an attendee name, it would have checked my contacts, right? For specific names if I would have mentioned people. Right? If they wanted to send out an email, I could say, okay, now send a email with details. Actually, I'm already stored in my own thing. So send it to D Hudson. I'm D Hudson. Boom, looking in contacts. Boom, using the GPT model. Boom, using the email again to do what? To send the email. Might be writing a little more. Boom, the email meeting details has been sent to dhudson@example.com. Should have sent it there. But either way, and I can also see it here. But the main thing is all these actions are literally happen one at a time. In each of these. So if I actually click on, but if I actually zoom out, I have some of these are actually connected to another agent. So if I go to my email agent, for example, the email agent that it sent it to, this is what the email agent does. It can send out emails and it can get emails. So and this is what happened when the AI sent it to this email. So using those types of agents, you have these ultimate AI masters, right? When I talked about grants, I talked about an agent that wakes up based on time. Every day, the AI wakes up at 8:30. Every day, it searches for grants since yesterday through grants.gov, right? Like a manual person would, right? Every day, it adds the grants to the list. Boom, goes through the new grants. Boom, it gets new grants. Summarized synopsis of the grants, eligibility factors of the grants. Merge all the things together, sends the email, and add to the project management tool, right? So when you have AIs that's triggered based on time, this happens on its own at 8:30 every day, right?
Form are you setting are these agents up through?
Um, so N8N is one. Lane flow is probably number one. Um, and then flow wise. But to be able to use these type of agent platforms, it gets more and more detailed. We're trying to build more advanced AIs, right?
So this is something that anybody can pretty much. You just pretty much got to integrate
Uh, I mean,
everything you're using.
it's I mean that's why I build. These. It may be simple to build something simple, um, but when you think about more complex and system related tasks, I build these by the hundreds sometimes.
Mm,
So to be able to and to be able to actually connect so many existing tools, it takes skills to be able to connect all these tools together.
right.
Um, and that's kind of what my book is about. It's really kind of understanding the formats of how data moves and how to be able to maximize AI, even faster. But I'm gonna do a quick exercise. I want you to give me a title, a suggested title to make content on.
Well, of course, it got to be based around entrepreneurship, community. One of those.
Okay. All right, so this is, as we can, if I zoom out, we can see this whole thing here. But I'm gonna zoom in to kind of see. So just imagine whether you transcribing your call, you getting off of Zoom, or you just thinking of a social media post for the day. Um, you upload the audio, or you upload some content, or you upload what you're thinking, and you get 50 pieces of content to be able to, you know, either have it post by itself, or for you to comb through it to figure out all the things you need, and in your brand's a story, in your brand's message, right? Being able to have these things. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test this. We're gonna test this chat, and we're gonna see it go through these steps. And what this is called is actually chain prompting. So if y'all don't learn anything today, this is called chain prompting, right? So we know, like, for example, we know I can go to Chat GPT and type in. I'm gonna pull up the word. I'm gonna type in the word without pressing it first. So I'm gonna say community. uh, Community of entrepreneurs, marketplace. That's what you got. That's what you do. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. So community of entrepreneurs marketplace. Put that and see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna literally type in the word community of entrepreneurs, um, marketplace mob, right? And that's the only thing I'm gonna type in. And right, but before I do that though, I know I can go for one, go have to log into Chat GPT. I know I'm gonna have to go figure out what prompts I'm gonna need if let's just say I'm about to create all kind of content for that subject. So if we look in here, we can see, literally full prompts, full prompts inside of here. If we go to keywords, if we want keywords to think of, generate keywords, information about, define purpose, main features, functionality, brief. So each one of these chains is almost like prompting Chat GPT the same information, and then putting it back in there, right? And so what I'm gonna do is and then as we see at the bottom, it goes to the chat model again, right? So all I'm gonna do is press one button, and we're gonna see it move. Boom. Oh no, that's not what boom. So boom, it boom. It's at GP, and it's at one. Boom. Oh, it's creating keywords based on community entrepreneurs marketplace. Right? Boom. It's creating Facebook posts. Boom. It's creating an introduction based on boom. It's creating questions based on community of entrepreneurs marketplace. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Matter of fact, it's still going key topics, clip finder. Actually, before I get to the end, I actually know this is going straight to my WordPress. So I actually want to just name it Mom real quick before it gets to the end. And then we can go back and see it. Boom. It's creating a real script based on that word. Boom. It's creating a LinkedIn post based on that word. Boom. It's creating a tweet thread based on that post. Let's go. Let's go. Where we at? Where we at? Boom. It's creating that threads by Instagram post. Boom, it's editing. Boom, now it's sending it all to my website in the next few seconds. Done. So I can actually go to my website, right? Because I do this for blogs, or technically I can have it sent back to things like my Telegram. I can chat with Telegram, but for example, stuff like that. Why would I want that much stuff to just flood my Telegram at one channel at one time? Just the amount of information this is about to be is not not too small. But when it comes to being able to, get this information, actually while I was in there, I could actually pull up the information before I actually got it. So if I click my results, computer going slow right now. So if I look at this right here, over here on the left, let me see. So as we see the text, we got output, we got threads, we got tweet, we got LinkedIn, we got clips, and it's so much stuff. That's why that kind of text should be sent to a website. Since I named it M.O.B, this is not M.O.B. But let me go to my post. So just in general, this output can really go to the social media platforms, but sometimes you would want to send it to a scheduler. If it's Instagram Reels, then sometimes you may send that to something specific. Let me see. I think this is the last search. But yeah, being able to have agents, being able to send these things to different places. Oh, there it is. Boom. Boom. Hooks, timestamps, see key topics, building community of entrepreneurs, key topics, marketplace strategies, funding resources, marketing strategies, personal development. Here's key points, bullet points, insights, timestamp. See, and it's timestamp on what? I only said a word. But as all those things compile, and when you think about just the art of chain prompting, I can go as long as I want. We think about the power of being able to create these AI agents, right? Some of these things they plug into Telegram, they plug into WhatsApp. Let me see. Show one more email. All right, so I got many of them in here. Summary. So this is what I was talking about. Starts at 7 a.m. every day. Fetches all emails received in the past 24 hours from the email address. Organized fetches the emails, including the fields, receivers. Summarize each email, GPT, and then say good morning with all your summaries, right? So being able to have um, some of the advanced agents. Let me go to one. Click on one of these filters. The biggest thing, though, I was supposed to show that before, is the executions. So just like customers, I mean not customers, employees. When employees do work, they should either track the task or it should be recorded, right? So as we see here, content master, and I can see the executions from the content master. So literally, it basically just shows all the times this AI executed the right things. All the green means it was successful, and you can see the time and the date. So this is the thing I just did, and it just shows my content agent success all the way through. But and every time you use it, there's a success rate. So having thousands of different things that's successful, instead of receiving them all, you send it to one AI. Is another strategy, and that would make your AI the CEO of the other AIs. But being able to let's see, so and all these things is. different agents to be able to do different tasks. This is a simple blog agent. I can upload a PDF, or a wholesale real estate contract agent. They just fill out a PDF or fill out a form, and boom, instant wholesale contracts in my email. But being able to build agents for different reasons. Agents are the future. So being able to use these agents for different types of things. Um, this is one of my Jarvis, one of my other Jarvises, right? But some of these things have Telegram access, some of these things have WhatsApp access, and some of these things, do many of things that can actually be customizable. But yeah, so building these type of agents, you can connect to everything from your smart house to smart devices. Last time I was on here, I actually had the actual gadgets in my hand and kind of demoed maybe an avatar, running around. But thinking about, your AI that's running around is the travel agents, for example. That's going, so that you walk up to an avatar, or you put your virtual glasses on, with the in real, and you just say, "Hey, man, I'm going out of town next week. Book me a meeting for, Florida and my, and then it goes through this whole long process of saving information, permanent memories, and scraping internet, things like that. It's game changing when it comes to just about every field, and being able to use agents inside of these fields. Uh,
So you just been living in the future, man. Like you just been living like the Jetsons, because this is just literally some futuristic stuff, man. Like this is
yeah,
crazy.
yes, sometimes it's intense being able to build certain agents, and just for different reasons, different use cases, different scenarios, and the only way to not get caught up in the past is to stay in the future. You know what I'm saying? I think I just made that up, but
Love that. I love that for sure.
but I've learned how to plug AI up to just about anything that exists, that's out there. So being able to enhance different systems, sometimes it's about what the thing. Some people, it can do lots of things, and people may not know what it can do. But to be able to do all kinds of, let me see, some of these agents, do many things. I'm actually looking for my email sorter, but it's really about, sometimes these AIs are, and when I showed earlier, um, these AIs, they can do so much emails. So I'm gonna read it. Send label email. Yeah, but since I have well, really over a few thousand of these, so let me see. I'm searching right now. See, from Shopify to automating email support. Let me see. That might be it. But yeah, if you have any solutions, or want to figure out how to, there's really learning that chain prompting, because even with ChatGPT, you eliminate, a lot of time saving, especially if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you know, um, and getting the same results. They call it AI insanity. But let me see, I think I call it email master. Load is slow. So look at what we got here. So this is multiple AI email agents stacked on top of each other to be able to monitor, a full company's email box based on different um, departments. So being able to, like this, instead of, because these actually auto draft emails. So for example, just one of these sitting in your inbox. My screen was freezing now. Let me see. I'm on 1%. That's what's going on. Yeah, I don't know how to switch that up. I'm actually on 1%, but yeah, being able to have these AIs, AIs like that just sits in your inbox, responds, draft up messages, promotional, but to be able to use these AIs to your advantage is
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely it's here. I mean, it's been here. You know what I mean? But I think, especially
can
when.
you hear me?
Yep, yep. Can you hear me?
My battery, my battery's low. I just switch charge. I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think over the years, I mean, it's been here. I don't think a lot of us really realize
Yeah,
really realize that part of it. But I think, in these last couple of years, people really been, diving more into AI, and it's getting more advanced, as we go. And certain it scares certain people. I mean, certain people like me, I'm more excited. I get more excited every day to learn more about, newer AI programs and how to utilize them. It's so crazy. I was just looking at um, a video about Zapier and on these other programs similar to it, and and it was just it's so much to it.
we
How
don't need
long?
them no more.
Said it again.
I say we don't need them no more. I
Yeah,
say we don't. I know my signal probably lagging a little bit, but we don't need them no more. These agents has turned me into Make and turned me into Zapier and turned me into, you know, my own automation. On 1,000, on a million. If I needed to be.
definitely.
And when we, as humans, we started off with manpower, and then we moved up to one horse, and we moved up to, I guess, a carriage, right? And then we moved up to a car, which they try to equate to horsepowers. you know and when you get to 1,000, 2,000, after 3, 4,000, it's almost like, it's a stop there, right? But
Yeah,
in the AI world, now we move to AI power,
yeah,
right? Even self-driving cars. It's about how much AI power to keep it really autonomous. But we think of a individual having 10 AI power, 20 AI power. I just showed you I got almost 1,000 AI power. But if you think about that same scenario, AI allows us to actually be. I'm actually not on video anymore. AI actually allows us. I'm gonna use my video to be able to be 10,000 power, 1 million power. So that's why when you hear some of these companies and Zuckerberg, Elon talk about there's going to be billions of agents in the cloud, in the next few years. This is an example of what a few thousand may look like. I think maybe 2,000 or something there, but in total, I have like 10,000.
man.
Whether they're super small or whether they're the Jarvis is in the box. But and I get good at replicating them. So when soon I'll be shipping out by the boatload.
Yeah,
But when it comes to not needing Zapier or not needing Make or not needing none of them, what they're going to do is they're going to implement agent systems so that they stay on top of the game that they're on now. Because
mhm,
if they don't implement agent systems inside of these automation tools, then they're not advanced anymore.
right.
So when you think of AI apps that only use chatbots versus just kind of the stuff I was just showing you, that stuff can go 100 prompts. whether it's doing it by itself or whether I'm prompting it to do so and I'm training it to do, a business plan may have 50 sections. Do I want to sit there on Chat GPT for every client to do that, or do I want to just say, fill this for me?
Man, man.
You know,
So how long did it really take you to basically set up and integrate all these agents that you have so far?
I mean, it's part of a it's part of just what I do. So I mean, like when I mentioned doing Python since I was younger, some of that stuff, it's easy to kind of learn Python, and it's easy to use no code platforms. But when you start getting to a level of needing to create solutions for other people, create something more advanced, the difference between the systems that I just named and Zapier or Make, you can't download none of them. You
Right,
can't download none of them. So when you want to create a device, that's what I'm saying, that has these capabilities inside of it, right?
mm,
without without having to access the internet. So and now you're thinking of how do I get the same automation system that I can own free and clear, and it's called open source.
right,
So and then you can, if something is, most open source tools is downloadable, and then the last part of it is the ones I was just using was using things like Chat GPT, and you can switch it out between Gemini, Bar, Chat GPT, um, you know, Code Llama. You can switch it out between the DeepSeek, all these different language models, to in general. But which of the language models can I download as well? And I can have free labor. I can do that same exact thing I just showed you with using a tool like Olama, which I can use. You can download DeepSeek or Lava or Llama or Wizard Coder or Lava 2B or Llama 3.2 or what I'm saying. If you use Olama, there's 100 plus that you can download. It's like little mini movies. If you download a movie on LimeWire back in the day, it's on your computer. You can cut the internet off, you can watch it, pause it, leave, and nothing is going to change. Right? It's the same thing with downloading a language model. So when you understand that now same system can be powered by free labor, and that's different versus let me go just use some stuff and it's doing some good stuff. Because let's relate that to a scenario of agents running my AI powered camera system that's private at home. Do I want to pay API keys to ChatGPT to for one, compromise my home data footage from my house and have the accrue costs just to secure my home every single time a bunny rabbit walk by and motion is detected? They use the API key to come out of my pocket because OpenAI automation or Gemini automation or any of their automations is not free. So the AI lives here, the agent lives here. The only time we need to connect to the internet is to call the police. So you think about the future of drones, future of smart homes. You think about the future of just intelligent stuff in general, smart cities. There's local language models, there's agent systems to allow that thing to run whenever. But so when learning a little coding and having some no code tools is one thing. But if I could show you 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 employees that wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock and do stuff and search for grants and look for properties and fill out real estate deals and search my email, and what happens if a business owner got 1,000 of those and it costs $0?
man. That's what I need. so
That's the future. That's the future of free labor agents.
Man, so it's
Yeah,
essential instead of really getting caught up on all of these different AI platforms out there like ChatGPT. Basically what you're saying is, definitely we need to update our skills when it comes to learning how to code so we can, be able to code these things and utilize open source.
yeah. I mean, sometimes it's not always learning how to code, but sometimes implementation is not always even coding.
Hmm.
Implementation sometimes is following directions. Get if you're looking for an advanced app, only place you should be looking is on GitHub
Mm.
because you can test a lot of the most advanced apps in the world right there. And but the biggest thing is if I say, hey, here's an AI you can download, you just got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Or here's AI you can just upload, log in, and start chatting, and pay them forever if you want the advanced stuff. So is Chat GPT ABC or Olama ABCDEF? But now you got free language model and free labor, and you can automate this for free, or you can virtually access all the AIs on your computer wherever you're out doing whatever you're doing. So now you're using your home AI on the go, or you're building your own multiple language models that you use on the go. But most people want ABC.
Yeah,
But when you create technology, you know, when if you end up using any of those other companies, it's cool. But the biggest thing is you're depending on another human, not only on another company, a whole nother set of humans based on your business. So if their chat GPT is down, like DeepSeek was overloaded, or chat GPT switched chats years ago with everybody switched chats, you're compromising there's more humans in the way of your data, so now it is more possibilities of it being compromised.
definitely.
And if ChatGPT goes down for the night, now you have, what control do you have? Only thing you can do is call them or email them. So if you're not even in control of your own situation, it's always good to learn how to plan an exit strategy. But people don't know what an exit strategy looks like.
Definitely. Yeah, I think a lot of, especially when in the entrepreneurial world, I think a lot of people don't even think about having an exit strategy. I think we get stuck in I think we get stuck in our own rat race. You get what I'm saying? Where we just looking for the next client. We're looking to please the clients that we already have, and then that's it. We don't really think about exit strategies, you know, um, and especially when it comes to, I think a lot of people are just not bit, um, tech savvy as well. So a lot of this stuff. I mean, even with the last brainstorming session that when we had you on last year, I had a couple people pull me to the side like, man, this is I only understood half of it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I think more people is looking for those shortcuts and the ABCs. But I think it is important for us to look for the, ABCDEFG, and really be in control of our own situation. I think that's the best way to go. I mean, what's the first step, to that? Like, I know is of course learning and updating your skills, and maybe doing your research. But I think that's something that we really need to have a whole segment on in itself. How to get into open source. How to create your own platforms. So we get
Exactly.
a lot of subscriptions. There's a lot of these things I would love to utilize, but it's like, man, do I need another subscription coming out of my bank account every month?
Yeah, definitely not. Sometimes it's just learning how to. That's why I literally just released my book. We actually finalizing the course that me and BP recorded, which actually months back. But as far as just some of the education, sometimes it's fundamental education that's needed. Um, but then there's practical application that's needed. You know, some of the advanced stuff that I was just showing there. That takes probably a little more intense class,
Mm-hmm.
but there is simple techniques, that I teach. It was a 59-year-old lady in one of my classes, and the name of the class is Build an App in One Prompt. You know, but to be able to have a lady that's almost 60, never built the app in her life, be able to build an app in one prompt, in my class, sometimes just having some of the simple techniques down pat, so that you basically can go from there and literally start a learning, showdown after you get one or two techniques, and you learn, that one prompt could have been 1,000 different type of prompts. Then you start in your head, you thinking of apps like, dang, if I knew I can prompt the app in one prompt, then that's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm about to do an exercise right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it for 3-4 minutes. I'm gonna give it 3 minutes because I want to give people a quick exercise to take some skills with them. I know I showed some real advanced shit, but
Yes, sir.
let's
Yes, sir.
let's get something simple. So the biggest thing is you only need three tools. You only need three tools. They're all free. They're all free. Give me a second as I move around a little bit. So with the and this is and the better you get at it, and if it's free to do, that means it's free to practice. If the tools are free, then everything is fine. All right, so give me a second. I'm making my screen smaller so y'all can see it. It's so huge. All right. So name a simple app. Name a simple app that we make you try to build right now today. Before we get out of here.
What y'all think, chat? What y'all think? Give us
Something,
that.
something. It could be a part of something. It could be community related. It could be you know.
'Cause of course, I was thinking Instagram. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking, chat?
Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do a quick demo. Y'all just give a quick example. All right. I'm gonna pull up some resources. I'm just pull up a free chat GPT. Boom. Let's pull up a free chat GPT. The next tool we're gonna use Streamlit. Streamlit is an open source tool. This is our main open source tool we're gonna be using today. Well, not the main one, but and the next one is technically Python, but that's gonna be part of our prompt without knowing it. Just trying to sign into my GitHub. Boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna get a GitHub going. We're gonna get a GitHub going. Boom, just open up GitHub. All right, so the prompt technique. Did anybody come up with what we want to make? Anybody? Anybody? What's that? Instagram what? No, no, no. I'm talking about like something we just build it, not some cloning or nothing related. Just something to start building our own piece of something right now. Say community manager. You do community, so let's make a community manager. You got to start with at least a piece of an app. You don't have to think of the whole thing. Uh, because an app is comprised of sometimes multiple mini apps. So if you want to think of a mini app, let's just think of that. Um, so the prompt is, um, the prompt using the word Streamlit is the key inside of this prompt. Because what the Streamlit is actually something that holds Python code, right? So if I say, so let's go to Chat GPT, create me a Streamlit app, right? Boom. That manages man. No, let me see. Oh, man. Manages. Just now. Manages community members. ChatGPT can spell it right. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Manages community members, right? And other options, right? I'm just adding random stuff. Creates, since I don't have the community, create 25 as a demo. I'm gonna say create profile for each. Something simple. You could have made it simple, but the more you actually specific and learning what you're doing, boom, I'm gonna enter, and this is the prompt I'm gonna run with. And so I could the easiest thing to do is say make it better, make it better, make it better, make it better, make it. But if you don't know how to code, because all you're doing is literally we're gonna use that one prompt, and then I'm gonna copy that code, right? So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to GitHub, and then GitHub, of course, is free, and it's a place to store code, almost like Word document, but online, right? Like Google Docs. So I'm gonna call this mob, right? All you're doing is naming it, nothing else. Boom, create a new repository. So this and now, boom, we're in the mob. So when I create a new file, right? What we're gonna do here is all we're gonna do is paste our code. Boom, boom, boom. We can actually see some of the random English in here. Community members, names, dates, ages, community manager. You can actually see some of the few things from ChatGPT. So you gotta always name this file .py. Whatever you name it, it gotta always be .py. See, now colors change code. So py means Python because we're using Streamlit. So we just put our prompt, name it, save it. All we did was prompt one time, copy it, paste it, name it, and boom, there it is. All right. So what we're going to do is now we're going to Streamlit, and all we're going to do is saying, "Hey, I made an app on GitHub. Let's go find where it is." And this is just my repository name, so I named it Mob. So there it is. But then I named the main file app.py. I could name this anything, but I'm going to say Mob app. So now I just filled out a few different things. The repository, the branch, the name of the file I just made, and just the URL name mobapp.streamlit.app, which you can click on at any moment once it's finished loading, from your side. So the next stage is boom, my app is in the oven. I'm cooking. So boom, 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 boom. Actually see what's wrong. Um, they're making a raise. So, and this is a good actual error. This is actually a good thing to learn, because if my app was actually successful, you would think it's successful every time. You would be like, "Oh, that's amazing." But if you actually take that code, and if you don't know what it is, you can actually read some of these things if you're a coder to know. And all I'm doing is saying, "Here's the error." Usually, sometimes I just say, "Make it better and longer," and then I give them, give it to them. So now it's telling me the error that it gave me from the beginning. Me, I'll be like, "Why the hell would you give me that in the first place?" That's why I have AIs that kind of just make my code for me instead of going through the iffy guesses of some of these prompts. So all I'm doing is copying the new code, going back to the file that I just created, and all I'm doing is selecting all of it. All I'm doing is deleting it and saving it. And the changes means I'm for sure I want to save it. But now we're going to go back to the application. It should update in a second. Sometimes I just reboot it in general. Go faster. But as we're coming back up, now I basically changed the code out and I rebooted the app. So basically, just you put your error back in ChatGPT. I didn't even have to say what it was. Right? I just said this. See, um, It's actually doing these data frames, which I could edit the code straight, but I want to show you everybody that's looking. Fix data frames, because I saw the error and I'm still pasting it in. So now it's actually fixing the data frames exactly how they're supposed to be. So as we get this other code, all we're doing is coming back in here, and this is how you make it better as well. So whether you're fixing the error that pop up or you're making the code better, you're really just almost like changing a Word document and going to look at to see what it looks like. Mm, pretty simple. And then another part of it though is when you're using basically we mentioned Python libraries and open source. Streamlit is open source, and that's why it's shown here as the line. But we also see these other things like pandas. You see random. Those are actually libraries as well. So if you so like because if I say make me a stocks tracking app, for example, it may say Yahoo Finance right there, for example, because there's thousands of Python libraries. So if I don't make what I'm doing here is actually I'm gonna add a new file just for future purposes. And other file is always called requirements. So if I were to say something about stocks and they decide to use Yahoo Finance and I don't tell the app that hey here's the requirements that we need, then it's going to end up not giving me what I actually need. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting these dependencies in here, and it's literally random. And basically what these are random and pandas. So what pandas actually is or like more like displaying data better. Random is like showing more random data better. All right, so basically we just added the dependencies. Hopefully that was the actual error. Installer, please fix my update. I gotta say requirements. All right, it's taking longer than expected, but as far as being able to get this down pat, sometimes it's being able to understand these libraries and how to install them. And it's really the Streamlit stuff. I use these on my computer. So if we were looking at, for example, on the desktop, even though we're online and we're using Streamlit actually can be used directly on your computer and installed directly on your computer. So when you're building these applications, I don't know why it's showing these freaking errors. All right, I'm about to do it without the error. I think it's I actually know what's going on. I'm gonna say use without data. Use without data and rerun. Yeah. Sometimes your AI starts acting retarded, man. You gotta get it together, man. All right, so boom, boom. You said what? I know, right? All right, so now I'm gonna just use this one without the demo data. It kept showing stuff about the demo data here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, there it is. All right, so select the member. So I'm literally clicking members and it's changing. Boom, each profile, 56 photography. Then it's actually showing full list of community members here. Right now, since we done took so long to get here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our make it better prompt. And then I'm opening a different chat. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's not logged in. You say make better and longer, add more pages for community. Boom. All I did was boom, stay logged out. So it's telling me I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. AK didn't do it. Boom. Hopefully they don't try to give me the same little weird errors. But the biggest thing is boom, we got a home page, we got a members list page, boom, we got a filters page, boom, we got stats, member stats page, right? And we can kind of see. So when you start learning these languages as a coder, it's like simple English, after a while. But as all I'm doing is replacing what we just had. Boom, 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 boom. And then in real time, boom. Now I got home. I got members list page. I can select multiple pages of the members. Filters, right? I can filter the members through interests. Filter through age range, right? I can create some stats on each user, diagrams, right? And when you start prompting, you can prompt everything: a login screen, payment screen. When you actually have AI, I prompted an app, but you can prompt an AI app. So let's just say if I say I'm gonna see if it adds because I mentioned stocks, add stocks metrics, add stocks metrics. No. I'm gonna just say create a stocks metrics app. Boom. I said boom, create a stocks metrics app. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if we can get this this in one prompt, huh? That's boom. So I already got some of the code. So technically I can create a new file. Um, but since we already here, right, already got Streamlets. He gave us Yahoo Finance, gave us Pandas, gave us Macro. Right? I'm gonna go to the app side of it. I'm gonna take what it gave us. Boom, boom, boom. This is our stocks financial app. Boom, boom, boom. Start to get it up. All I'm doing is deleting what we were just working on. You can always go back and save it later. Boom, 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 boom. And I just switched it out. So it's probably just like, oh man, you gave me some new stuff. So let me see. I can type in Google. Boom. I just typed in one stock, Google, and look at this. Boom. I got stock information, alphabet sector, market cap, current price ratio, dividend, stock historic ratio data, stock price, stock volume history. All this, I just built the stocks metric app off of one prompt. You see? So it's, and then so just knowing, and this is that when we look at that Python library, the main one there is the Yahoo Finance. Of course, literally every big Bitcoin platform has a Python library. Yahoo, stocks, all these platforms. But if you look, a good prompt to ask ChatGPT is list 100 Python libraries. So, for example, and these, when you realize what all these things here can do, then you can make a prompt out of each one if you want to, just to try it out. So when you understand that there's thousands of Python libraries, then there's thousands of apps you can build with a prompt. But then you have certain AIs that actually are trained on these Python libraries. So just imagine your AI is already trained on editing videos because there's Python libraries to edit videos. So just imagine talking to your AI to say, "Hey, edit this video," and it uses the Python library instead of any kind of other editing tool. To download a open, to use open source video editing tools that it already knows to get the job done. you know. So to be able to start using Python libraries, we just only use two or three when it comes to Streamlit and Yahoo Finance, and we use what's this other one in there? Pandas, which actually shows the charts. Matplot shows the graphs and the charts from the stocks. But we only use maybe 3 or 4 or 5 Python libraries, out of thousands of them. So when you start building, and I prompted an app, but just imagine, let's just say this was an AI chatbot, trained on my customer service agent. Just imagine I could prompt, I could always prompt this app to say, make it better. But if this was already an AI app, then I said, instead of this being my social media assistant, change this whole AI agent or app to, a different employee. You literally just, instead of prompting an app, I just prompted a new employee. Mhm. or a new AI agent, for example, and to make it more, probably a little bit more simpler. Um, just imagine this is the last one I'm gonna show. This is the last one I'm gonna show, and I gotta move around, right? So this one, just imagine this grant guy wakes up every day and checks for grants, right? We kind of went over that, right? But look, just imagine this though. Imagine taking this whole grant guy, selecting him, selecting the whole guy, and telling ChatGPT, turn this full agent to a um, instead of look for grants, look for government contracts instead of grants. So when I paste it, my code looks like this now. And this is actually the format of the agent when you use it in code. So I'm prompting code just like I did with the Streamlit, and boom, I'm getting a new one. So I literally took a grant AI that wakes up every day, prompted to be, look, as we see, you have been given a government contract opportunity listing. Help summarize the opportunity in simple terms. You see, part of these basically is literally building a grant. I mean, not a grant. Already have the grant searcher, a government researcher to look for government contracts every day in the morning. So you look, boom, every day at 8:30. And as we can see, as soon as it's done, hold on, it's done. It's almost done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it exactly where I got it from. I could create a new one, but I actually have these already for government contracts, for hackathons, for grants, for um, different funding opportunities. So when I go back to my when I go back here, let me see. Not only do I have this grant AI, let me move this back. I also now have, boom, what do we have here? This is, look, this is we can actually look what it is. Let me see. AI contract since yesterday. This is looking for contract opportunities. And we can even see in here, get the contract details. This is a synopsis of the contract. You've been given a government contract. Help summarize the listing, eligibility factors to see, determine eligibility for this government contract. We are consultants, limited company, controllers, blah, 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 blah. We are part of a company, blah, 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 blah. Basically, all our eligibility factors is in there to relate. So now all I have to do is, I can create another email tool or say, boom, send that to my email too. But I would actually separate these and then then name them. So what if I and that's literally I just built another employee that works daily with a prompt. So you think about some of those concepts, you know, I have an AI, for example, that wakes up and builds other AIs, but being able to build some of these AIs a little bit faster sometimes that's just requires a little more advanced systems.
Man, that's just next level, bro. I said this last time, man. You are uh, like one of the best assets I didn't ran across. Um, man, because this is, I mean, everything that you went over is super, super important, and this is stuff that people pay tens and thousands of dollars for. Just
That's
building an app alone. I've personally had clients that may spend 10,000 just on creating the app. I probably got a couple clients right now that's in the process, and a few members that's in the process of developing their own apps. And I mean, you just did it. What 15 minutes, about 15, 20 minutes is crazy. So, um, man, where can they find you at, man? I don't want to hold them up too much longer. I don't
Yeah,
want to hold
definitely, man.
them
Just
up too
matter
much
of fact, if you're interested in my new book or some of the agent systems, of course, DM me the word agent on Instagram. And that's where you can find me for now. You can go to entremotivator.com, but we just dropped our book, so we're just revamping a few things for the next couple of days. Birthday tomorrow. Have an agent management system that we're doing on Thursday. So I created a system to manage all of these AIs that I'm showing right now. It's called AI Agent Management System. So in my book is actually called AI VA CEO. So sometimes it's being able to stay tuned for those products. And I start dropping some YouTubes and a few other things. But building these AIs, it's if we don't get ahead of it, man, we're gonna get used by it, man. So it's I had to create a factory for even for me to be able to give away thousands if I wanted to, because AI is it's flooding the game, but we have to always hit it at a higher level. We may not always have a exact game plan, but I think everybody should always have a leadership game plan. If we know there's going to be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of AIs, even working for us personally, the question is always going to be, what what higher role should I play? That should always be a question. What higher role should I play? But just check me out, tune in. You need booking, check out Entree Motivator. You need a speaker, speak on some AI, things like that. Shout out to the mob, always holding down consistent sessions, man. Always being able to provide value for different entrepreneurs and provide community for entrepreneurs to be able to grow and scale and network with each other and also learn things at the same time. That's we need people like the mob to be able to stay consistent, man, because out of all this AI stuff I just showed y'all, the community is the only thing you do have, and then the speaker we just had, and y'all correlation with mental health and things like that. Those are the things that's the only two things we do have outside of our 100,000 AIs. But it's being able to grow and grow as a people, not as an individual. So I'm winning when everybody else agents is winning. If they cold call me and I made it, then they doing his job.
going on coming up this year. we're working on getting our STEM workshops organized and together. So I definitely want to talk about getting you on board with that because I think this definitely need to be a
Let's
segment
get it
in
moving.
the workshops for sure. So I definitely appreciate you, man. Until next time, I'll talk to you shortly.
Definitely, my brother.
Yes,
It
sir.
was nice talking to y'all, man. I'm fading out. I'm fading out. I'm just joking. That's on purpose.
I
But
love it.
peace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, if you still tapped in with us on the live, man, throw some fire emojis in the chat because we just had a fire brainstorming session. He just dropped so many jewels. My brain is damn near overloading. But this is something that I'm really passionate about. This is something I could probably have. I could have him on all day, running down these different subjects and touching on these different topics because it's all about staying ahead of the game and adapting yourself with these resources that's out here. They out here. As you can see, he just created a whole app for free right on the brainstorming session. So, of course, he's a educated stack developer, but this is something that hey, you put your mind to it, you can do anything that you put your mind to at the end of the day. So, I appreciate you guys always tapping in every single Wednesday, man. If you got any questions or concerns for me, definitely either DM us or email us. Tap into our website right below www.masteringOurbusiness.com. Make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you want, you can actually join our Instagram group to stay up to date with different upcoming activities and events that we have coming on. Or just stay reminded, get notifications about our brainstorming sessions. But everybody know we here every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys know anybody who would love to be a special guest on our brainstorming session, please let us know. If you guys need more resources, mentors, advisors, or you just want to be a part of the community, man, definitely check out the website, figure out how you can become a part of the community, whether it's becoming a member, volunteering, or becoming a mentor, advisor, or becoming an affiliate partner. We're always looking to expand. We're always looking for more partnerships. And that's what we all about. Hey, it's the mod, man. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys shortly.